This week at Warner Bros. Movie World, a mysterious change appears in the Wild West. Some repairs take place in the Wizard of Oz precinct, a sneak peek inside Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster, and new characters and additions to the Superheroes and Supervillains event are announced. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Yum Yum Report, bringing you bite-sized updates from Australian theme parks, as well as occasional updates from theme parks around the world. Before we start, I'd like to give a quick thank you to my channel members for supporting my content. Thank you so much. This week we popped into Movie World for a very brief visit. The first thing we did was head back to the Wild West Falls area to check out progress on the mystery fence, which has recently appeared. It was really eerie and quiet, so it had this ghost town kind of vibe.
It's not a bad price for accommodation, $2, 25 cents for a hot bath, right outside the smoking area.
And we had a peek over the construction wall, construction fence, whatever you call it, to get a peek at the fence. It's ironic, isn't it? Looking over a fence to look at another fence. And first impressions, I am not a fan. I'm sorry. I understand why they've had to make this change. Apparently there was some issues with guests climbing over the fence to retrieve hats, or kids sitting on the fence. So I understand the safety issues and the reasons why they would need to make this change. I'm really not a fan. I think it looks really ugly. It ruins that amazing facade and that vista, that first impression view of Wild West Falls, which is an amazing ride. It's probably one of the best looking rides in the park, one of the best looking rides in Australia. So now your first impression is kind of blocked by this big, tall, ugly fence, which is reminiscent of the fences at the Wizard of Oz precinct. So yeah, not a big fan of this. I wish there was a way that they could make these changes for safety, which I completely understand, and that makes sense, but also while theming it in some way, or blending it in more nicely with the rest of the area, because right now it sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's also going to make filming the ride very difficult without like sticking my camera through the fence. Yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed. It does kind of raise some questions about the future of the area, like what's happening with Wild West Falls? Is it going to stay like this forever? Are they going to retheme it or refurbish it at some point? I guess we'll wait and see. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas and what you think's going to happen.
Let's get dry. Oh yeah. I'm dry now.
Heading back down, we made our way past Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster, which still no signs of what's happening at the stage. I've been immersed in the world of Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster for the past few weeks because I was hard at work making this documentary about the history of the attraction, which I had a lot of fun making. It was really a great experience, and I worked with some amazing collaborators, so make sure to check out that video on my channel. It's 77 minutes long. It's the longest, most intricate sort of video I've made, and I worked really hard on it, and the people who helped did an amazing job, so make sure to check that out. Just as we were passing Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster, we had an accidental sneak peek inside the attraction. I say a sneak peek, it wasn't very much, it was just the door was open because some staff were grabbing chairs for some kind of corporate event, I guess, that was taking place in the evening. So now we know what's going on inside the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster queue. It's where they store all the minimalistic chairs for their events. We got to see the knight in armor at the entrance, which got me nostalgic and excited. Unfortunately, that's all we could see. I tried to crane my head around and see if I could squint through the darkness and spot anything else, but unfortunately not. It was very tempting to just put on a Movie World disguise and sneak through and have a little nosy around, but that's not a good idea. Don't do that. I wonder when this attraction is going to reopen and when we're going to see some signs of the new theming and the new story. If there is a new story, we don't really know what's happening. We know there's going to be upgrades to the track and the ride system and everything. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But one thing's for sure is that when the test seat makes an appearance and when the sign returns, that's when things are going to be getting close to opening, I think. What are you most excited for the reopening of Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster? Are you a theming fan, or are you more of a ride experience fan? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video, please feel free to leave a like, a friendly comment, and subscribe for more. It really helps the channel a heap with the almighty YouTube algorithm, which dictates what gets views and what doesn't get views. That would help a bunch, so thank you very much.
Green, green, red.
Next, we made our way down the wonderful green alleyway to the Wizard of Oz precinct, which has been open for almost half a year now, which is, it's pretty amazing to think of all that time that the area was just laying dormant, and now it's open and it's up and running. And yeah, not too many changes have been made since the opening. No changes, in fact. But today was the first sign we saw that they had repaired the water fountain, which was looking a little bit worse for wear. A lot of the nice theming elements inside were decaying and paint was peeling off. And they've repaired it, they've fixed it up, which is great. I'm really happy to see that. Great job, Movie World, for repairing broken stuff. Movie World has been teasing the Superheroes and Supervillains event, which is coming up at the end of June, running through for a couple of weeks in July, which is very exciting. I'm a big fan of the events here at Movie World. The character performances and meet and greets and things, and the parade, and it just gives the park a really exciting energy to tie in with the school holidays when it gets a little bit busier. This year at the Superheroes and Supervillains event, we're going to see some new characters making an appearance. The first character that is going to be joining the roster this year is Lex Luthor from Superman, which is pretty cool. I presume this is to tie in with the new Superman film which is coming out. Lex Luthor's kind of had an absence in the park, which is strange because he's like Superman's nemesis. He's one of the big iconic DC villains. I mean, he had like a little statue that pointed at a electricity grid in the DC Supervillains Unleashed area, but that was basically it. The next character that they have announced that will be joining the event this year is Black Canary, who is a hero character, and I've never actually heard of this character before, but they dropped a little cool teaser revealing this, and she looks pretty cool. She's got a cool costume and some kind of microphone with wings, and a musician, I guess. Yeah, she looks really cool. It's great to see a new character making an appearance at the event this year. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with DC characters, to be honest. I'm more of a Marvel guy. The next character that they've revealed is probably my favorite. Very, very cool announcement. They've announced that Krypto, Superman's dog, is going to be joining, and they dropped this really cute teaser of this animatronic dog riding the Superman and Supergirl float on the parade, and his little ears wiggling, and he's wiggling around and stuff. He looks pretty cute. Yeah, this is a nice little addition. I think it's going to be a big hit with families and kids, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in the parade. Like I said, I'm very excited for this event. The highlight for me is the parade, which is usually very grand and intricate with lots of characters and lots of stuff going on. And the park starts to get dark and all the lights come on and fog comes on and the atmosphere is just really nice. So I'm a huge fan of this. I'm really excited to check it out later this month. Make sure to come and visit the park and check it out. That brings me to the end of this Yum Yum report from Movie World. It's been a while since I made these report videos because, like I said, I was deep down the Scooby-Doo rabbit hole. So make sure to check out my Scooby-Doo documentary. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more. Before we finish, I'd like to wrap things up by giving a very special thank you to my channel members for supporting my content. A very special thank you to Koala75, Lee Donald, SW Stevie 1, Randall, Maloney's Coasters, Carrie Jekin, Kai on the Internet, Audrey Allen, Oogie Boogie, Theme Park Ogre, Jordan Casey, and Germ. Thank you so much everyone for your very kind and generous support. It really means so much to me. I know I say it every time, but it really does. It makes me very happy and I'm so grateful. So thank you very much. And for anyone who would like to become a channel member, you're more than welcome to do so. This will give you access to new videos early. You'll also get a special shout out and thanks at the end of my video, along with a custom hand-drawn illustration by me, which will appear on screen. So if you haven't told me what you'd like your illustration to be yet, let me know in the comments or message me on Instagram. You'll also get a Yum Yum sticker next to your username, some special emojis to use in the comments as well. But if you're not in a position to support the channel this way, you can also leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.